What is it about Taylor Swift that has people so obsessed with her and everything she does? I'm not saying she isn't talented or doesn't write catchy songs. It's not my style. But I can see why people are fans. X200B. The thing is, her fans are insane for her. Adults. X200B. I know people got obsessed with Elvis or the Beatles, but this feels weirder, bigger, more obsessive. It's Beatlemania. You just have social media now, so you hear more about it. I get the same vibe with Beyoncé and her Beehive. Like, her music is nice. She seems like a decent enough person. It's the level of obsession that her fans have that truly confuses me. Dude, you have no idea how big Elvis and the Beatles were. And their fans were insane. One of them killed John Lennon. Musicians become brands at some point if they're popular good enough. Congratulations. You're seeing mega stardom in real time. People just get crazy about celebrities. We've always been that way. There's nothing special about Taylor Swift fans. She checks a lot of boxes. She is beautiful in a classic skinny blonde way. She writes her own sad girl songs. And poppy crap. She is talented. I give her credit. Even though musically she is mostly not my cup of tea. She does her thing and has been massively successful for going on 20 years now. IDK honestly. But I went to her concert and damn. Even if you don't like her music, you'd be blown away by the effort she puts in for her fans and the production quality and dedication and sheer engineering of the show. I'd say I'm like a tier 2 fan. 0 is I hate her. 1 is I know her songs from the radio. 2 would probably be like, I know a few more. BC my wife is a big fan. She has been consistent in her career for the past 17 years. Regularly releasing music or touring. Many fans, myself included, grew up listening to her. Her first album came out when I was in high school, and her music has been a presence in my life all through the various stages of adulthood. She's also been relatively unproblematic. What's not to like? I wish I knew. I guess her fans just connect with her music. I'll never understand standing outside stadiums to listen to her music. Or other popular artists whose fans have weird traditions. A lady in my office saw Dave Matthews 3 times during the week she was off. I just always think I'm sure things I do in my hobbies seem weird. I've waited hours to get good seats so I can bake in the summer sun to watch a football team. Practice. They might think that's crazy. Looking back, I think it's crazy. Ha. Elvis or the Beatles do seem comparable, and are frankly also both incomprehensible to me. I don't get it. I never will. She's like the Buckies of people. She's a big hit with professional adult women too. People you'd never expect to like her listen as a guilty pleasure. As one such woman said to me, Taylor Swift is an emotional wet dream who says the things people already feel. Honestly, I don't think it's any more extreme than the manias associated with an celebrity throughout time. I think the biggest difference is the internet amplifying the visibility of it all. My 17-year-old daughter is a Swiftie. I think she likes her cause she is relatable and because it is something she can talk about with her friends. People like Community. He says it's bigger than Beatles or Elvis. Okay man. Were you there? I wasn't, but I can watch videos and it's not the same. I think it's her fans competing with each other to be the biggest fan. As someone else said, it's social media, but it's social media competing with social media. Biggest fan accounts probably have some level of interaction with Taylor, even if it's just likes. It's acknowledgement. That being said, she's a beautiful all-American looking girl with some great pop songs. I'm an older male, so it's not for me, but she has a level of charisma I've rarely seen. Like Elvis, she just had it. I think for me, and I have never been a huge fan of Taylor Swift, but the fact that her music and videos remind me a lot of Madonna and Michael Jackson. She is taking on controversial topics and breaking the barriers of preconceived notions of who society expects her to be. I never thought I would be pro Taylor Swift, but I can see the appeal. As a recent Swiftie, I've found the obsession is really rooted in how genius her and her team are at creating a spectacle. Their marketing is next level. She has a really unique ability to make her fans actually feel like they're her closest friends. Back in the 2010s, she used to invite internet fans to her house for album releases. She leaves little clues and Easter eggs to give fans hints about who her songs are about. There's so many other things she does to build that parasocial bond. She created a reward system for fans to engage in a game with her, and it's worked scarily well. The thing that seems odd about the Swifties is that they go online to fight Taylor's battles with whoever she is feuding with at the moment, as if they are personally offended on her behalf. I've never heard of any other music fan acting that way. Fans of other artists may go to several shows and wear the t-shirts. But these fans are on another level. She's probably a witch. Taylor Swift fans are one thing. But the adults with no children that are Disney obsessed are cranked up another notch of weird. Harley Pasternak knows why. It's not Taylor Swift. It's just that there's many dumbasses out there with nothing better to do. She always stays out too late. The concerts are a giant safe space for women. They can go and feel more free than day-to-day life because it's large crowds of who they feel safe with. They can dress up in the fun play dress-up way and let loose. She has the I'm one of you vibe. Her fans feel like they are her. Doesn't matter if you're Justin Bieber or a talking teddy bear, eventually, no one gives a shit. Nothing. It's Harvest Festival time and Britney is due her new look. No, not the bees, bro. You know, when someone has hundreds of songs about horrible ex-boyfriends, at a certain point I start to think Taylor Swift is the problem in her own life, lol. Too easy to just say men bad and all her dumbass fans just go right on with it. People's parents didn't tell them they loved them enough when they were younger. So now that crave that love in the form of obsessing over other adults they have not and will not ever meet. Zero clue. She's not that great. IDK, but I wish it would stop. Because I am legitimately sick of hearing about her. One of my best friends is obsessed and I can't. I'm really close to unfollowing her on social media. You can say she isn't that talented. It's objectively true. Probably helps that she's hot as fuck. I'm not a fan of her music, but her picture always catches my eye. She was in Kansas City over the weekend for 2 shows at a stadium. It wasn't a sellout, but still sold a massive number of tickets. I barely listen to local radio anymore and didn't know it was happening until a couple of weeks ago, when every news station in town started talking about her. The closer they got to the show, the more they talked about her. I am only watching the news to see the weather forecast. Shut up about her already. They are still talking about her and the stupid crop circles a company made with her face. The Crazy Tongue Out